pot 5, my niggas. My niggas. Is that okay? Fuck yeah, it's okay. These are the school grounds, and this is where it happens, and it's awesome, and I love it. And there he is. Oh. Elder Zanma. Yep. It's Roga's Onii-chan. Yep, he's cool. Go's awesome. That's his name, Zanma Go. And his voice sounds great. His laugh is great. His style is great. He's the weakest unit in the entire fucking game, and he's awesome. He's awesome. Okay, I'll just tell you that right now. Yeah, he's awesome. That's all you need to know. And then, of course, Kunagi comes back, that wolf that we saw at the very, very, very beginning, and that played no role. So there, yeah, there you go. He's the weakest man in the world. Totally true. He really is. He's weaker than children that you recruit later on in the game, which is truly pitiful. But I really like that about this game. Like, I'm really happy that you play the role of a character who has an older sibling. I don't know why. I just like it. I like that they're two brothers, you know? It's cool to me. That's really all, I guess. It just leaves a good feeling. You know? And I mean, Go is just so fabulous. Just look at that smug face. Fabulous. There are more fabulous characters too, but Go's up there. He's not the most fabulous, but he is fabulous. And here's Kunagi. I guess Roga wasn't expecting her, but she's here. Kunagi is awesome. One of the best units in the game. All the heroines have the potential to be. If you level them up, you know, like I've said before, if you ignore anybody, they're gonna drop, you know. If you don't level them, they're gonna be shit. But if you keep them up to speed, they're one of the best units in the game. Kunagi in particular is untouchable, so to speak, in combat. Go has really good secondary stats. I mean, I guess he's the best unit in the game for that. Like, later on in the game, you've got to manage income and law, and he's really good at that. So, that's how that goes. But obviously, Roga here is talking about Kunagi being stuck in a form. You'll see her true form eventually. Like I said, in the first video, I'm doing her route. So, that's how that goes. And this is the only part in the game where I'll save it. I'll save it. And then you're given more options here. You gotta go talk to Archery Girl again to recruit her, which I will do. Now that I have her sister, she should join me. So, that's how that goes. Oh, also, I didn't say it before, but if Kyudo dies in combat, Kendo's just like, fuck it, and she's done. She's just done. She basically quits. That's how it goes. They have that kind of relationship. One dies, one becomes strong. The other dies, the other one just bails, and that's all. And they're both required for each other's character clears. So, you just keep them around, you know? You just keep them around. Unless you're a depraved pervert and you need to get Kendo's death H scene. Then you'll let it happen. I mean, okay, I let it happen for the sake of completion, you know? That's all, though. Yep. I don't know. You already know that I don't care if people like things that I don't like. Shit. Hopefully you know that. Hopefully you know that any fetish under the sun is A-okay in my book. To have. Yes. Okay. I'll save more of that for later, because we're going to be able to talk about that later on, and it's going to be great. But there you go. There's Kyudo's first star. Both of them, both Kyudo and Kendo's, took one conversation. So, that's how that goes. Roga, you're resting. Heita, you're resting. Kendo, you can rest. And, you know what? I'll show you how weak Go is, just because I want to. You know, I can't really attack with him later in the game because he is seriously slaughtered in a counterattack instantly. I mean, I can get away with it now. I can get away with it, but anyway, here's where it comes down to choosing between Kineko and Barai. If you want Barai, the boxer, you take over his club room first. If you want Kineko, you take over her club room first. I'm taking over Kineko's club room. That's all you need to know, and here we go. It's really not hard, but you'll be able to see some people in combat. I guess I'll have Go attack. Now he's got 5 counter. I want you to see him attack. I'll have Kunagi go. Kunagi's boss as fuck, and she can handle everything. Her ability is super evasion, and it just adds a huge amount to her evasion chance, and I mean a huge amount. She, you can go an entire playthrough without her getting hit, and I'm not joking. She dodges just about everything. And one of the big reasons for that are her affinity, or her type advantages, I guess, which I still haven't spoken about, but I will. And Kineko here is scary because she's got really high attack. Like, ouch. You gotta be careful about that. Usually her counter chance is much lower, or I wouldn't have done that, you know? Yeah, that's really all you need to know. Kineko has a pretty low counter chance, but her attack is super huge. One of the most powerful units in the game. No lie. So, and like that was foolish of me to attack with a mid-range unit. I knew that that's what was going to attack me. I knew a long-range unit was coming up next because I had full health and it hadn't gone yet. I just wasn't paying attention. I'll probably slip up like that a whole bunch. Yeah. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to mention, you probably won't see any characters die. I'm saying this now, but it's probably gonna fuck me later on. But I'm saying this because when you can see how much damage your enemy is gonna do, and you can see like the health of you, and you know that the person you're sending in is going to die, I'll obviously just not do it, you know? I mean, sometimes enemies can use an ability, like, you know, they'll have 2 abilities just like you, and occasionally they'll, you know, the computer will roll, and they'll use that ability, and that'll catch you and slaughter whoever you sent in. But, I mean, usually I will still bail in a situation like that. Maybe that makes it less interesting, so I'll take chances in the walkthrough, the Let's Play. But usually, if it's really bad for me, I'll just retreat and save my guys, you know? I didn't do that the first playthrough, but that's a whole other issue, so. But, yeah, really, I just need to take these 2 club rooms and then Akito's room, and then I'm done with the school. You don't have to take the other areas of the school. You can. I mean, it's a good idea to do that. I would say that you should if it's your first playthrough because it gives you more experience and it potentially gives you more allies. But I'm not going to do it just for time's sake, you know. Well, I mean, it's boring to watch me fight regular students. I would imagine it's boring, so I just won't do it. But here's more idle chatter between students of the school. And to be frank, I could care less about what they have to say. I don't like any of them. They all have that look and that attitude. That pisses me off. So, that's how that goes. I guess I should recruit a teacher. Or no. I'm gonna go recruit the swimsuit girl next. That's who I'm recruiting next. Yeah, because I feel like they have this impending doom coming, and if you read their scenes at all, you know that I should probably have already recruited the one I wanted. You know, they're about to be raped, so both the baseball girl and the swimsuit girl, those are who I'm talking about. And the second you pick one, the other one is raped and unavailable. So that's how that goes. Yeah. I'll wait a second to see if Kunagi leveled up. I doubt it, but it doesn't say anything when it's a wolf anyway. What am I thinking? So I'll just skip it. There we go. And we'll continue. It's kind of gonna get tricky. The turns here are almost 10 minutes long, so I don't want 20-minute parts throughout, you know. But yeah, of course, Rogue is gonna introduce everybody to everybody else. Yeah. I like what Roga has to say about his brother Go. He just, like, they're, you know, they like each other because they're brothers, but they just fucking, like, Roga beats the shit out of Go all the time, and Go is just like, whatever, bro, you know, because he's a bro. He just doesn't care. It's cool. I like it. I don't think it says the age difference either, actually, which would be interesting. And Go was with Kunagi, and Go and Kunagi know a lot of things that Roga does not. And that's kind of, well, that's really important. But there she is. There's Tenro Kunagi, and that's her as herself. That's what she looks like. That's, you know, she's about the same age as Roga, I think. I don't think they ever mentioned that either. I'm just assuming. But, yeah, they're about the same age. They were childhood friends, so we'll go with that. Same age. That's what Kunagi looks like currently, but it takes a lot of power out of her to maintain that appearance. Now, she's got really big breasts, and, she looks more determined, you know? But she'll shrink down a little bit here. And you never ever see Kunagi like this again. Well, okay, you do briefly much later on, but this is basically the only time you'll see Kunagi in this form. Well, she's not a wolf either, you know. Shit, she's playing with me. She has like a lolly form that she's in throughout the majority of the game. That wolf is only present throughout the school. So now you know. But lot to talk about Kunagi. So we'll do that later. Less to talk about Go though. I mean, you know, I already explained him to you, and that's really it. I mean, I have to use him in combat one time so I can use his phrase, you know? I gotta throw this out there because I'm so clever and awesome, and you'll appreciate it when I say it. It's a damn shame I can't make him stronger because then I'd be able to say it way more often, but I decided he's going to fight somebody in the school so I can say it. And that's how it'll be. That's how it'll be. Like, Go, that's his name. Go. That's fucking perfect. And he's shit. That's a damn shame. Let me go recruit this girl. I don't know. I'm not gonna use her. She's just gonna kind of be there. That's really it, you know? And of course you can ignore it, and guess what happens? Rape. So check it out. Let's go see what that noise is. Here, see if someone needs some help. And according to the girl, she didn't need help because her fortune basically said she was good to go. Her character clear is related to her fortune and things like that. It's interesting. Maybe. Oh, I don't know what her shirt says either. Or fucking shirt. Her swimsuit says. That's like their class, right? I thought that's what went on that. I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. I don't live in Japan. I didn't go to elementary school in Japan, right? Yeah. Wish that I had, but I didn't. But she really doesn't give a shit about anything unless her fortune says something about it. That's the kind of person she is. The other girl is really cowardly and ultra timid and a drain on your team. I mentioned her ability is bad later on, but the girl I'm not recruiting, her ability doubles enemy counterattack chance. That's fucking terrible. You don't ever want that. Like, something ordinarily great could just be screwed over instantly because of it. And it's a really big deal, but, the baseball girl, when you get her, like, halfway through her character clear, that ability changes to +10 attack for all allies, which is really good. So, if you're patient and you're willing to deal with it, it's fine. The issue is with both of these girls, the swimsuit girl and the baseball bat girl. That's what they are to me. They're not important for me to remember their names yet. They're both bad, and their abilities both change halfway through their character clear. So, that's how it goes. And the biggest issue with them both is that you need to level them up to get to that point in their character clear. So it's not like, oh, I can just recruit her and wait, and her character clear will happen, and then she'll be good, because it won't. You have to field her to get it. So, you know, it's less of an issue with this girl because she doesn't have a negative side effect. So that's really all. But Mizuki, she sounds awesome. I like the way she sounds a lot. Oh man. Oh man. Yup. I don't really have anything else to say about her. Yeah. I mean, she has 2 H scenes. Her and the baseball girl do. You know, their rape scene, and then the one with Roga. Later on, that you get. I mean, I'm assuming it's with Roga. I didn't get Mizuki's either. So that's just how that goes. But now she's in my army, and you heard her speak. And we will go talk to Go. Because, you know, it's always awkward not talking to Go at all, and then 5-10 hours into the game talking to him and getting this dialogue. That's always cool, right? You gotta avoid that as much as possible. So yeah, that's really all. But Go is proud to be the weakest man on Earth. He's just... oh, he's awesome. He really is. There's a lot about Go. Obviously, though you didn't start the game with Go, he's a main character. He's there throughout the rest of the game with Roga, and he's important. You know, I don't know what else to say about him. He's an important guy now. Less important than Roga, and less important than the heroine you choose, but still an important guy. Eventually, in the next chapter of the game, at the beginning of every turn, Go will give you a status update on things like who we're at war with, when we're going to get income, I guess more or less information about the prison that comes with it, and the status of unrest in the regions you control. So, there you go. That's Go. And we will continue taking this territory. Actually, we'll just take it in this turn. And you can see... well, you'll see in a minute. Sorry I had to cough. That's a pain in the ass, isn't it? Yuki's not going to fight because he's awful. Go's not going to fight. I lied. There we go. And I'm going to send this girl in just so you can hear her victory speech. Whoever you deploy first offers the victory speech. And this is Saki that I'm fighting. Erica's croony, or whatever you call him. Fuck it. But yeah, there we go. Oh, this guy's name is Nobuyuki. That brings back some good memories from Sengoku Rants. Fuck him, he's done. And I guess I'll attack with this girl. She's got a decent counter chance. Don't fail me. Just, alright, she dodged. Even better. I don't really know who's attacking me next, so Kunagi will go. Ah, Kineko. Good. And once you defeat Kineko here, you know, wipe her out, she doesn't die because she's not capturable. You can't capture people yet. But if you take her out, she joins you. You know, it's not like you have to clear all of them and take the territory. You just have to take out Kineko. That's all that you have to do. So, and I think I accidentally skipped her speech. Oh, I'm so sorry, but there'll be more opportunities. You fight a lot of battles in this game. You only fight one per turn, unless you're defending. But there are a lot of battles in this game. And, this is Kineko. You can make your own decision on whether or not you like her. I absolutely adore her. And, her character events later on in the game are amazing. I love them a lot. They're funny. Yeah. She has, 2 H scenes. One of them is with Roga, the other one is with tentacles. Or, I guess maybe her doll. It might be her doll that's doing that to her. I don't know. They don't really elaborate on that, but I'd like to think it was the doll in some way, seeing as how she carries it with her everywhere. Kineko, once you get her 4th star, she upgrades a lot. Her attack almost doubles. I had Kineko at 108 attack, which is just insane. I mean, that's a lot of damage you're throwing out there from a lolly, you know? I mean, shit. So, that's what I'm talking about when I say Kineko's really strong, but she's situationally useful. Whereas Barai is always useful. That's all you need to know. Well, until I start using her. Oh, and I have cleared some of the characters in the game, and when that happens and you recruit them the first time, I've noticed that their stats are a little higher. I'll talk about that more in the next part though, because you know, it's important and I don't want to skip it, but now's not really the time. But it's more gossip with the students. Oh, oh, it's this part. Apparently it's the H scene with the baseball girl, I think. Which, you know, naturally I'll skip. And I think the H scene's okay. I mean, they're all okay. They're all just kind of okay. Until later on in the game when you start getting some, oh yeah, girl! That's what some of the later on ones are. Yeah, it's the H scene with her, so I will skip that. And, well, there's Kunagi leveling up, but she doesn't speak presently.